Super Typhoon Yutu has just intensified absolutely incredibly, now a upper end category 4. Wouldn't be surprised if it maintains Cat 5 intensity as it passes right over Saipan here in the Mariana Islands. Of course, typhoon warnings have been issued out here, and at this point, if you are watching this video prior to the storm making landfall, you have already made those final preparations because tropical storm strength winds already starting to kick up out here, and we're going to be seeing winds 100 knots plus right over that island as it pushes directly overhead. This is the latest warning from the Japan Meteorological Agency. As that center of circulation moving right over the island there. Same with JTBC, currently 130, gusting 160 knots. Just a little bit higher, it's going to be a Cat 5, 140 knots. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a Category 5 storm system here. About that for a second. In the center of circulation, that is that inner eye wall, which you can see the rapid intensification here on the morph microwave imagery, how it consolidates and just comes together rather quickly. Those winds of 150 knots is the equivalent of an EF2, EF3 type tornado. That is enough to cause some very serious damage. On the current track, which is going to take it just along the southern edge of Tainan here, that really puts that right front quadrant on that island off here towards the north in the Saipan as well. Actually, let's zoom a little bit in on the picture here and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There's about where the track is expected to go at this time. It's those areas along the eastern seaboard, which could see seas up to about 20 to 30 feet. Of course, some inland inundation. Good news, not a lot of low-lying coastal areas here, but there are some bays and inlets, not to mention those damaging winds. This is just scoot right on by these islands here. Guam even could see some significant damage from this, but you're a little bit further towards the south, so I think the worst of it, of course, is going to be off here towards the north. Best of luck for everybody out here on your Wednesday. Really, it is going to be a rough day throughout the evening, heading into the overnight hours as this passes right overhead and then it starts to charge off there towards north. It's not until we head into Thursday evening even that we start to see some improving conditions, and also over towards Friday finally the precipitation ends up out here and starts to taper off. But very serious storm, and it will maintain Category 5 intensity likely through the rest of the week. This is moving south of an area of high pressure towards the north. Not a lot of shear acting on it, so it has very warm sea surface temperatures, all sorts of ingredients for this to continue intensifying as it moves towards the west. Key thing is, though, we have a cold wave that's going to move in by the end of the weekend, and hopefully that does weaken it out and eventually could kick it back towards the northeast. But if this stays far enough south, it very well could linger here and impact Taiwan or even the southern Japanese islands. Heading into tomorrow, I'll give more updates on that. But right now, I think our attention should at least stay here on Guam and Saipan and how this is going to be impacting you out here. So stay safe, everybody. Really do everybody makes it through this storm system nice and safely tonight, because this storm just popped up and intensified very quickly. I mean, we knew for several days a typhoon was coming, but this Cat 5 intensity honestly surprised me just a bit here. So very dangerous storm. Stay safe out there, guys.